Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. It's the start of the week here in Australia on a Monday. And today we're looking at Neon Audio Editor. But first, let's jump into somebody's Songtember project and have a listen to Joe and Barrie Glenn's current work in progress. Hello. So I'm doing drums for this, so I'm just going to play along with it. Let's go. Now this isn't finished, remember?
Started out as a single cell when the world began, as I hear tell, with just a blob with a primitive brain. Yeah, bottom of the food chain. Slithered out the primordial ooze. We had no feet, we didn't need shoes. Evolution is the name of the game. Yeah, bottom of the food chain. People evolve, some people change, but some people, they just stay the same.
Yeah, baby.
You're of the latter, let me explain. You're still bottom of the food chain. People evolve, some people change, but some people, they just stay the same. You're of the latter, let me explain. You're still bottom of the food chain. Deep underground, free from harm. You only surface when you feel the rain. You're still bottom of the food chain.
Get off, you bro.
There you go. Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. So that's a work in progress, Joe and Barrie's song. I haven't laid the drums to it. I've got some up here that I've laid, but I just thought I'd have a jam along with it today. That's, yeah, it's really exciting. I'll finish that off today and send that off to Joe and Barrie Glenn, who I think are here in the chat. Welcome everybody. Hello, if you're watching over on Facebook, good to see you. If you'd like to join everybody here over at YouTube, you can join us at youtube.com/JadeStarr or head over to the Twitch at twitch.tv, / How to App on iOS, or you can watch the show daily live in the web browser. Let's say hello to folks who are here in the chat. Audible video. Hello, I have an idea. Awesome. Good to see you, my friend. Happy birthday for yesterday. And how can I forget, of course, doctor's orders. That was a bit sexy, that one. Sai, always effing good to see you. Paying to get. Cha-ching. Hello to Brad Example. Hello, Thomas Christ. My friend. Hello, where else? What am I doing? Hambo Hounslow, good to see you. Anyone else? I think I saw Joshua come into the chat as well. So hello to you, Joshua. Hello, Kev. Big Kev. Hello, Kim Harden Hudson. I hope you're doing well also. John Frank Songs, good to see you too. Welcome aboard. All right, let's have a look at price drops quickly because we got heaps to cover today of one of the apps I think of the year, man. This thing's cool. Note Jumper. I don't know what that is, but it's 99 cents. Channel Strip. So there's a whole bunch of price drops here. Channel Strip, TFX Echo, TFX Mod. They're like half price. All the stuff like 8 Matrix, I forget who they're called, the developers of these, they're all on sale as well, so they're like half price as well. So you can see 8 Matrix, 8 Delay, 8 Filter, whole bunch of those. There's an accordion on sale, accordion vintage, don't even know what that is, but it's $3.99 from $8.99. AUv3 is half price as well. There's a heap of stuff on sale at the moment. Let's check the second page quickly. Darren Bryant, hello. Look what's still on sale. Recorder fingering. Thanks, Peppy. Blease has got a couple of apps still on sale too. And if you're still quick, there still is from my mix box is still on sale for a little while as well. And of course, Cubase 2 and 3 in a few days won't be on sale anymore. And they're half price as well, just so you know. Okie dokie. Today, we are going to look at 4Pocket's newest entry into the iOS AUv3 app market, which is called Neon Audio Editor. There it is. What is it? Well, it's a few things. It's more than just one thing. But when I first opened it up, it was like, hang on a minute. Is this Audacity in an AUv3? Is this Cool Edit Pro from back in the day when I got my first PC? Pro Edit Cool... Pro Edit Cool. Cool Edit Pro. Man, backwards man. I'm a backwards man. I can walk fast backwards. I can. So Cool Edit, like in an AUv3, but it's also more than that. It's a clip launcher. It's a whole bunch of things. And I'm going to show you some of the groovy things that this thing can indeed do. How much is it? In your neck of the woods, it's around $10. So $9.99, I do believe. So $14.99, as you can see on my screen here, which is Australian prices. So pay no attention to that unless you're an Aussie and your dollar is worth crap, which is us. Me and Peppy. We live together. I feed Peppy bread and water, and it's all good. All right, so firstly, let's cover a few things because I want to go over this with people. Lots of people may not realize about drag and drop. Drag and drop is a thing that iOS introduced quite a few iOS versions ago. If you're not using it, why the bloody hell not? It's really cool. Let's just have a quick overview of what you can do with drag and drop. So here we are in the Files app first. $8.99. Thank you, Si, for pointing that out. There you go. $1 cheaper than what I said. Even better. Right. So we are in the Files app, and I'm in my Downloads folder at the moment. Yeah, so let's say I have this track here. See this song here I have, Everyday Freakout. So there's a song here I have. I want to move this into my audio share files. And you can see down the side here in your Files app, you can select, you can add things like I have documents here, Google Drive, a whole bunch of things, Dropbox. I have some hard drives connected, all this kind of stuff, yeah? So I want to actually drag over this song into audio share. I want to move it. So normally what you would do is you'd hit select, you'd hit file, and then you go down here and share it or move it, or you would move it across, yeah? But did you know you can actually grab something, just grab it like this till it's floating, and then you can move it wherever you want. Audio share. So if I hold it over audio share, you'll see it lights up, and then it takes me into the audio share folder, and then I can actually decide where I want to put it in here. I can just drop it in here, or I can drop it in a folder, and then that folder will open. Did you know you can do that? And if I go back over here, it goes back a folder. You can drag and drop virtually anything you like around like this. So now if I drop this in here, that's now in there. Did it actually go? I think so. So did it go? Let's try it again. So we'll move it, audio share. And now it will be in there. So that's how you can move files around, just so you know. Also, another good thing to know is that, and you can drag things anywhere you want. You can drag, so I can drag this, what else? So let's go into audio share, and we'll take, what can we take? Take one of these. We'll take this one, and we'll move, we'll move this into iCloud Drive, and now that has been moved into my downloads folder. So you can drag and drop literally anywhere. So why am I showing you this? Because this app contains a lot of drag and drop stuff, which is very handy, and you should get your head around dragging and dropping stuff, because it just saves you a few seconds time, and valuable seconds are really good, yeah? So let's open up Neon and show you what it's all about. There's a few ways you can use this. Let me say hello to people who have joined late comers. We have Gozo of Oz, hello to you. Did I see Mary, Sarah, hello to you. Anyone else who I have missed? I don't think. I'll catch up. So there's there's a few ways you can use this. As I said, you can open this up as a standalone, yeah? So if I go right across here and click Neon, this is as a standalone. So you can just use it as an audio clip editor, as an audio editor, which is fantastic. Right, so off the bat, this is pretty standard stuff. Let's open a file. Get you accustomed with the actual, the files section here, where you can actually import files, your audio pool. So when I click the top up here, this little show files button, this brings up a menu showing me what files I have already imported into this app. And I can import anything I want, which is really cool. Now, in a future version, which is now I need to let you all know I'm on the current beta. So if there's any crashes or anything, remember I'm on the beta. This is currently out, but the beta that I'm on has some new features in it that are not currently available. And one of them is this. You ready? Pretty cool. So now I can grab, if I bring up the toolbar, before we do anything else, I can swipe up, bring up the toolbar, grab the, I don't want to grab that one. I want to grab the files down here. So I'm going to grab this, drag it up, and look at this, split screen. It's very rare that you're going to see a music app on iOS that has split screen capabilities. So now I can actually go use the Files app here, go to Audio Share, and I can drag anything I want. I can grab this track here, which is a new track by Psy, and and I can just drag it into my clip launcher here. So now it should be in there, and I can do a split screen. It's sick, man. So if I scroll down, now Parasite is in this mix. And the same goes back for anything else. So if I want to take down here, this vocal take, I want to drag this into Audio Share, I can drag it into Audio Share like that. So dragging files between this is super, super fucking easy, yeah? Really, really cool. I love it so much. But not only that, I can get it, because we've got split screen going on here. I can get rid of this split screen. Now I can also, hello Gary Hubs. I can also bring up the toolbar again and grab the Files app, and I can just drop it. So now I've got the Files app floating above the actual program. Now there's a few things about this little Files app floating kind of thing. And check this out. Down here, you'll see this little toolbar. See down here, this little white bar? If I touch this and swipe, it carousels through the apps that I have open currently in this little toolbar. So I can have multiple things open in here. Pretty cool, yeah? Just a little refresher on if you didn't know that. So here's my Files app. And again, I can drag anything I want. So I can grab this song here of Russ's that I mastered yesterday and drag it and drop it into this audio pool, and now it's in here for me to access. So really easy to drag and drop stuff around in Neon. Super cool. All right, so let's load one of these files. Just for an example, let's load up one of my songs. I think, do I have some in here? Do I have FMC? So I've got this FMC demo of Crusty Cunt down here. Now, if I want to just listen to the track before opening it, all I need to do is double tap it. And it previews the song. Double tap it and it stops. If I want to import it up here into the audio editor, I just tap on it once so it's highlighted. And over here you've got save and load. And there you go. So now I've got this track sitting in here. Good times, yeah? So as I said, this is very reminiscent of very old school programs like, Cool Edit Pro, Audacity, great for editing and all that, all your editing needs. And at any time, I can bring up the media bay by just swiping from the, not from doing there, I can just bring it up in this top corner, and I can actually swipe up and make it full screen. I didn't want to do that. So I can do all that kind of stuff, and I should be able to swipe it back down and swipe it back down to get rid of it. So you've got some really handy swipes in there. And so pretty easy to import tracks. Let's go back to this media files bay here and just cover some of the little things in here before we jump into an AUv3 and some examples of effects and clip launching. It does so much. It's so cool. All right. So you can delete files. So I can click on, say, a file here, and I can delete it. This little toolbar is your gateway to stuff. You can rename a file. You can create folders and hierarchies in here. So I can create a brand new folder. We'll call it, we're going to do this anyway, drums. And now we hit OK. And now we've got a folder in here. So now I can even grab clips from here. See these? I've got these drum loops, this metal drum loop. I can even drag these if I had it sitting with the folder. So I can grab this, and I should be able to drop it. Did it work? It didn't work. There you go. So what I can do is click it and move it. Navigate to the folder and press move again. All right, so this is how we do it. So you click it, you navigate to the folder, and then hit move. There you go. See how easy that was? See, I'm working things out on the fly. Now I can go back, click on this second loop. Now that it's clicked, click the drums, hit move. Did that work this time? How did it work the second time? It didn't work that time. Let's do this again. Ah, right. So you you click it, then click move, then go to the destination folder, and then click move again. Good stuff. Awesome shit. So we'll go back. I want to move one more of these files in here, this third drum loop. So we'll click move, OK, and hit drums and move again. Now I've got all these all these little drum tracks in this little drum folder. So you've got a hierarchy, you've got a copy feature here. Also, this is where you share stuff. So if you'd like to share an audio sample, so if you take this FMC song, I can hit share like that, and I can share it to wherever I want. So it's kind of like mixing down your track or exporting it, same deal. But you also have these cool dedicated buttons to the Files app. So if I click on Files, I can import from the Files app or export to the Files app. So I can hit export, it'll open up the Files app, and I can save wherever I really want to. Good stuff. Same thing, you've got an audio share button as well. So you can import and export directly from audio share. Nice stuff. And if you want to refresh, just want to refresh the media bay, you can do that at any time. And if you hold down, there we go. So you'll notice too, which will cover a lot of these, some of these folders have little triangles in the top corner. That normally means if you hold down on a particular button that has a triangle, you'll get an extra set of options that will pop pop up for you. You can see up here, we've got options all along here that you can press the little triangles and get extra stuff that is hidden in there. All right, I'm going to load a new track in here. Let's just grab this new. So I'm going to show you something first. This vocal take, I'm going to load this in. Here's a vocal take that I did earlier. I just want to kick this off by showing you an effect. So I'm going to play this back for you. Hey, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. So you can hear in this track, there's a fair bit of noise going on in the background. See, in between these spaces here, there's a lot of noise. Now, in the past, we may have used AUv3 to fix this. But I hear you ask, you can actually mess with it in here. So let's do that. To select anywhere on here, you just touch with your finger. Here's my finger. And I can select any part of this wave file, yeah? And that is now selected. I can change that out. I can stretch it from here. I can grab that and stretch it out further. So you can do all this kind of stuff. And when you zoom in on a particular file, you'll notice up the top here, this little timeline zooms in as well. And it gives you this little bar up the top. So if I put my hand on this, I can actually, if you can see this, I can actually drag this little timeline across the top to zoom through. So very, very intuitive, yeah? If I zoom out, you'll see it disappears. So as I pinch here, and you can get to parts of your wave file really easily. So, but what I want to do quickly before we jump further into all the other buttons and stuff is just give you a quick preview of this. So I'm just going to select this whole file. Now over here you have a section called Operation. When I click on this, you get a whole bunch of things like clear. So this will just clear everything that's in there. If I hit that now, whoops. If I hit clear, that'll just remove all that and it'll just leave a blank nothing. I can insert space, so I can insert extra time and it'll be blank. I can reverse a clip, I can normalize it, invert phase, convert to mono, or I can apply an effect. So I'm going to click Apply Effect, and let's go to this one here, Vocal Noise Reduction. And it brings up this little box here. And if I hit Preview, and now hit Play up the top here, let's turn off the preview, and now we'll play this clip back for you, so you can hear the noise that's in there one more time. Hey, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. So I'm also intentionally holding a condenser mic for that so you can hear it bumping on the condenser mic. So I'm going to hit preview here and now hit play. Hey, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. And I can control the level of amount here. So if I hit play again. Hey, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. Pretty cool, yeah? And all you need to do to say, yes, I want that to go through is hit apply and done. So it's so good there. It's actually left a little bit of the bumping in there because you can control AUv3. It's a mini AUv3, baby. And the beautiful thing is non-destructive. I can actually hit undo, bang, and we're done. I can bring anything that I do back. Really, really cool. So that's just one of the effects. We'll cover quite a few more as we go forward. All right, let's bring in something like let's jump over into AUM. And before we do that, I'll cover the stuff up the top. Let's go here. So you've got beat and time. You can click on this and choose between bars and beats. So if I click on that, now we're in bars and beats. Or you can click on time, something GarageBand ceases to have. You can change the tempo. So you can tap to tempo, you can change your tempo here, awesome stuff. You can change your time signature. So all that goodness there, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, you can go through all the 4s that your heart desires. We'll leave that on 4/4. You've got a grid here, so you can turn the grid off, or you can snap to, your 16, 32. So you can snap to or leave it off, so you can pinch and move stuff around as you will. You've got your typical stuff like a rewind, play, record, loop, So you can loop. If I hold down on this loop, come on, give me some loopage. We'll get into all this anyway. You've got a sync button to sync to a clock, and warp. Man, warp is fucking sick, dude. Warp is the shit. Down the side here, we have a menu with some settings to create a new recording. So if I want to ditch this recording here, at any time I can hit new recording, and the first thing that'll pop up is stereo, mono, or cancel. So I'll hit stereo, there's a brand new palette ready to go. You've got an edit button here. When you click that, we'll show you a little bit more of that. So you're clicking between edit and select to do certain things. You've got your undo button, a clipboard, operation, which has all these effects and cool things in it, and a crop button, and a really intuitive zoom. But let's jump out of here and go into AUM and start opening it up as an AUv3, because that's where it gets super cool. Oh man, you wait, Russ, till we get to the time stretching stuff. This thing is like, even if you don't need an audio editor, wait till you see what it does in GarageBand as a time stretcher. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I'm going to need some coffee. Oh, get him up here, you bar up. Oh, that coffee's good. Okay, so when we open up AUM, you've got two ways you can open this up. So when you create a new AUM track, so here's our audio track, you can either open something in here, which as you'll know, if you open something in here, it's normally an instrument, a slot. So if we click on here, you've got your hardware input. I can choose a slot from my iRig Pro Duo. I can choose a left or right slot, totally up to you. Or you can open things as an effect. And you can open Neon as either, right? So you can open Neon as a source or as an effect. And as an effect, it's a recorder, but as a source, it is a playback thing, yeah? Oh, man. Let me just do some housekeeping. I always forget to open Twitch. But I will do it now and quickly just kill this person. And you're dead. There you go. So I got rid of that one. Okay. I'm going to first open this up as a effect, because I want to show you how you can, let's just do it. So we'll open it up in here as an effect. We'll search for Neon. Maybe if I choose the right box. And now it is an effect. And you'll notice it even comes color coded. This is really cool. If I open this, you can actually click on this little neon button over here and you can change the color. Look at that. Which is really good for clip launching and stuff like that. So now that we've changed the color there, it's changed color there. And what's even cooler, I can click on this button as well over here and I can change it to whatever I want. I can just call it pig dick, just for fun. And now that's called pig dick. Good stuff. So now when I open it up here, the difference you'll see, if I open one up in here as well, neon, and we'll leave this as that color. When you open it up here, there's no record option. No record option. You'll see here. So you've got rewind, play, loop. So that's in the source. But when I open it as an effect, you can see there's a record option there as well. Cool beans. So yeah, and I'll show you the difference between the two of them. But now we're in here. And what I want to do first is create a, I want to show you how to make some drum samples. So let's do that. Hello, Pete Johns. Hello, be jamming since birth. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we've got this open as an effect. Now I'm going to open up, say, Hammerhead. Let's just do Hammerhead for fun. So we've got Hammerhead happening. I'm going to go in here and just choose a random preset. Let's just do factory something or other. Let's choose a different one. Let's choose something, just something basic. That's not too basic. Cool. Okay, so we've got Hammerhead loaded up, right? Now I'm going to open up Neon. And what I want to do is record this. There's multiple ways you can record this because I want to make a sample so I can save it and use it maybe as a clip launcher and launch it later on as a something like that. So let's start by showing you how to do all this. Now there's two ways to record. If we go into the options here and have a look at settings, there's a whole bunch of settings here. So you'll see there's like auto scroll, overview on, append recordings on. So I'm going to turn this off for now and explain what the difference is. Append recordings off means if I make a recording, so let's just do it. Let's just start this playing and I hit record. It's just going to start recording. Fancy stuff. Let's stop it recording. To record, whoops. I'm just hitting the record button while this was playing. So that just recorded in some drums, yeah? Too easy. And when it gets to the end, it just stops. Say I wanted to keep recording on after that. I want to add something else to it. Well, cool. Oh, I should just hit play again and hit record. No, it doesn't work like that. So when I try and continue on recording, it comes up with save now or abandon changes or cancel. Let's cancel that. This is what append does. So now if I go into settings and turn on append recordings, that means I can now continue recording from wherever I want. So if I hit play again now and hit record, it just follows on. Now if I hit stop and I want to record again, continues on. So, good thing to keep in mind, your append recordings. If you want to continue recording, turn it on. If you just want to record one take kind of thing, turn it off. All right, so we don't need this. We don't need this track. So I was just showing you how to do that. So we'll go in and we'll hit new recording because I want to get rid of it. And abandon changes, we don't need it. And stereo new track. Cool, we're back at the start here. So now I want to make a loop. I just want to make a simple loop and then save it. A few steps to go to here. Right. So what we're going to need to do is if I go over to record here and hold down, I get a bunch of options. And the first one is start recording immediately. The second one is when signal exceeds trigger level or record length limit disabled. Let's touch on these. So when signal exceeds trigger level, if I click on that, over here on the leveler, there's this little line here I can move up and down. So you can set this so as soon as something comes in and is over this level, it will start recording. Yeah? So we're just going to put it down here for now. That's cool. So as soon as something comes in over that level, we're going to record. Also, if I hold down record again, I am allowed to decide the length of this. So now I can choose here how long I want. Now, as this is set to beats and beat time, it's actually set to time at the moment. Let's click out of this, put no limit. I want to change this to beats and bars. And now I'm going to click on the record button, hold down. Let's click this length limit. And now we've got 16 beats. So let's just leave it as, let's take it down to 8 and set limit. So now what's going to happen when I record this, it's going to stop and create for me a sample and that I can save. So all I need to do now is sync this up. So I've got sync here. So if there's a little sync button here, if I click this now and hit record, it will sync to whatever I play in here, right? So clicking sync, like with most apps, it will sync to the BPM that is in your DAW that you are using, yeah? So let's hit record here. And it's waiting for me to hit play up here. And watch what happens. Let's go. It stopped by itself. So it just recorded that part. Let's undo it. And we'll go back again and we'll do this again. We'll take this back to the start. Now you'll see you'll notice here, I have append on and I want to turn append off. So I can unsync this, take this back to the start. Okay, so now let's try this again. Just to show you how it works. Hit sync, so it's all synced up. I hit record, it's waiting for me to hit play, and boom. So now I've got this sample sitting here that I can just loop. So again, to loop something, let's just unsync this now. To loop something, I just hold down on the loop button and that selects it. So now when I play this, I've created a loop that's in 120 BPM. So now I can save this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go up here to my my media bay, click this and hit save. And now it will give me the option to call this a name. Hammerhead 120 drums. Boom, and that is saved. So I can now bring that in at any time I like. And really cool, yeah? What if I want to add something else? What if I want to build on top of this? Well, I'm glad you asked. So if I go to menu here, and we go to settings and we turn append back on, now I can go back over to Hammerhead and choose a different beat. And let's just choose this. We'll see what it sounds like. Cool. Go back over to Neon. And I want to continue on recording with this. Now we've got append on, so that's all good. You don't need to move this into place. You don't need to move the marker into place. It'll automatically do it now that append is on. So now I'm just going to hit sync. And what I want to do is remember to turn off this feature here. Or I can keep the limit on. So I can actually change this now to 16. Let's change this to 16 and set limit. We've got append on, set record. And see how I set record and it went straight to the end of the track. So now it's going to allow me to add more on. So now I hit play. And again, it's stopped. So now I'm building a whole drum piece in here. So let's play it all back. I set it to 8 beats. Beats. Pay attention. Beats, not bars. 16 beats. Yes, that is why there's a discrepancy. So I don't know if you know the difference between beats and bars, but there you go. So hopefully you're getting a little bit of a lesson there. So there you go. I can zoom in and play with this, do whatever I want. So you can build up a whole library of stuff, yeah? All right, let's talk about some of the effects that you can do in here. So let's just show you some granular stuff you can do. I can zoom in on here and use both my fingers. I've got one finger holding my vape. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. So right here we have let's just select this here and hit play. So this here we have is so if I hit loop, so that's a snare hit, right? How's this? I can just take a single snare hit right here, close the media bay out, and with the operations section, I can add an effect to whatever I like. So let's go in and just add a reverb to this, hit preview, and when I hit play, So I've added a reverb just to this snare. So now if I hit apply and we go back and listen to the start of this, let's just select this whole section here. Hey, Metalhead Hippie. Boom. Pretty cool how you can add an effect to anything you like, yeah? Let's go in and add some more to this snare. Let's go in here. Drag this. Magic. Come on, drag, dude. Dude, what are you doing? Man, my finger is playing up to... All right, let's do it this way. Let's do that. So let's just take this whole thing here and let's add another effect to it. So we're going to operation, yeah, and hit apply effect. Let's do a tap delay. Let's make it like an 18th. Hit preview. Oops. I didn't hit loop. So now I've added just to this snare a delay. And now if I hit apply here, and now we get out of this, zoom out, and let's just select this again and play it. You have the power to add effects to any single point. I'm going to get really granular on your ass here. You want to see some really fucking crazy shit? This is mad. Let's take this snare hit here, say. I'm going to select this, just this whole bit here. So it has a snare and a hat in there. It's on loop. So it's just a snare, right? With a little hi-hat. You can get so damn granular on this. If I zoom in on this to edit, right, we're getting right into it, man. Look at this. Look how you'll notice there's a whole bunch of dots appearing, right? And now if I go over here and hit edit, I can actually now fuck with this. Look at this shit. You ready? Oh, look at that. You can granularly get right in and fucking mess with this stuff. On a super granular level, you can change these dots and you can actually draw this in. So if I zoom out, I can... That's some dangerous shit. So if I click back to select now and hit play, I've added a piece of noise in there. That's not really good. But if you understand the implications of being able to do that properly, not fucking around and showing you like on the extreme like that, you can get into a WAV file and really, really fucking granularly change the levels of this. It is fucking crazy, crazy, crazy. So you can add effects anywhere you want, Russ. And as I said, your amount of effects here, look at them. Tape delay, stereo reverb, graphic EQ, gain, harmony. So you got a harmonizer in there, stereo chorus, stereo phaser, vocal noise reduction, which we've looked at, low high pass filter, double track. So for vocals, you can double track in there, de-click. So I could actually de-click this if I really want to. Can I? Let's go in here. I've created a horrible click in there. Can we de-click that? I'm just going off my head now. Let's preview and hit loop. Has it worked? I don't think so. I don't know what I'm doing right now. But there, I'm just being a cock. Right. So you've got... oh, hang on a minute. There's even a vocal auto-tune in there. Can you believe that? You've got a pitch shift, generator, vocal auto-tune, and a compressor. That's a lot of shit, man, for $8.99. There's a lot going on in here to fucking... Alrighty. Let's show you some of the time shifting stuff. Let's move over to that. I want to show you the warping stuff. Then we'll get into some clip launching. All right, so we'll create a new recording. We don't want to save any of this stuff. Stereo clip. Alrighty. I'm going to bring in now. Let's do this. So I'm going to go to my media bay, and in these drum folders, I created these drum loops yesterday. So these are just, let's load one. So this is just a simple drum loop. Cool stuff. Rightio. I can warp this. I can change the speed of this. So let's take down. Now I've got to remember all this. Sorry, my brain's trying to remember how to do all this stuff. I think I'm going to do this right. If I get it wrong the first time, I'll remember how to do it the second time. I'm going to bring down. Can you see what's happening here? As I'm changing down in AUM, the beats per minute, the wave file is changing as well. Can you fucking see that with your eyes? What the fuck, man? Boom. So if I change this down to this, because this file was saved at 120 and AUM was set at 120. So if I bring this down to 100 and now hit play, what? For the way for this to work too, you can't have sync turned on. If sync is turned on, this won't work. Crazy shit. So let's go into this warp section here and show you what's going on here. So if I hold down warp, you can change this in here. You can change the tempo in here as well. So, and you can change the pitch as well. So I've just brought that down to 100. Let's bring the pitch down to say 12 and hit play. And now turn on the warp. Oh, sorry, I'll loop this so we have it going. And loop, there we go. Let's just play this over. Oops, let's get rid of that. Let's play this. If I hold down warp in real time, I can pitch shift this, and it's still keeping time of 100. Are you catching my drift here? This is some pretty crazy stuff. And you'll notice too, when you select, to actually select the loop, you have to hold down. You'll see it's selected. If I change the time when I've got warp on, you'll see the selection changes. So I have to actually realign the selection. Oops, turn sync off. And I have to realign it. Let's hit play again. Right, so I'm going to take you out of your comfort zone for a moment and get you thinking about something. You ready? Let's jump into GarageBand for a second. You ready? Are you ready? Alrighty, what I'm going to do is, let's go into GarageBand. Let's quickly, now the thing is, this doesn't work 100% with GarageBand because GarageBand doesn't have a master track. But, let's get dirty. Let's get dirty here. All right. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Wait for my GarageBand to get going. Then we'll get into some clip launching as well. Back over in AUM. Okie dokie. Come on, GarageBand, for fuck's sake, dude. Would it help if I got out and pushed? Okay, so we got a guitar here. La. Oh shit, what I'm going to have to do. I hate this about GarageBand. I have to shut down this. I think I can do this. Yeah, let's just shut down AUM. Cool. So I'm going to set the speed, the tempo of this. Let's go down to 100. All right, so I'm going to record some guitar here. Let's just record this. Nothing special. Yeah, how to wait on iOS. We'll change to an F. Oh, isn't that sweet? Oh, I love this song. It's one of my favorites. Cool. That'll do. Let's go into the guitar now and just change it to a rock guitar. Sweet. So now I'm going to go in and add. I'm going to add over here an audio unit extension. We're going to go look for neon. There's neon. Right. Now I want to add in one of my drum loops. So let's go to the media bay and go into drums and let's add this metal drum loop. So we'll load that in. So now I've got this metal drum loop. So if I sync this up, now if I sync it and hit play, yeah, it's not working. Even if I loop it. All right, so what do I need to do here? What do I need to do to fix this up? Maybe actually it is. Listen to that. Okay, let's go back. I've just turned on the warp. What? What? This 120 BPM guitar track, drum track is now in time with a 100 BPM guitar. I can even go in, pitch shift it. In real time. Man. Fuck you, Apple. Paul beat you to it. Worth the $8.99. I will let you know, guys, if you are a Patreon of mine, on this weekend I have a few copies of this to give away. Thank you very much, Metalhead Hippie, for the kind super chat. You rock, man. Thank you very much. So, yeah, if you are a Patreon, guys, I'll have a few copies of this to give away on the weekend. So, good times there. You can always become a Patreon at patreon.com/JadeStarr. $5 a month, and you are able to go in for the app giveaways, and $1 a month. I master your songs every weekend, kind of thing. All right, let's go back over to AUM because there's more. There's more. There's always more. There's more. There's more. There's more. What haven't I covered yet? Because let's open up a new audio track. I'm just going to close GarageBand out so we don't have any issues. We'll get into some clip launching. All right, let's load this up. I'll just make sure there's nothing else I wanted to cover before going into clip launching. Now, see, I'm loading it up as a bizzo here, as a effect. Right, so we've covered warping. We've covered syncing. So when you sync that up, it syncs to your DAW. Looping, you hold down, and that's how you select an entire file. We've covered recording stuff, recording samples in. All right, let's look at a clipboard. I want to show you this clipboard stuff, which is really cool. So I mentioned about having your files app here, yeah? So let's open, we'll just skip that off for a minute. We'll open the files bay. And I recorded this on Friday's show using, so if I play this, I recorded this track in in AUM. Maybe. There it is. See you later, Gary Hubs. Right, so you've recorded something. Check out this. I can bring in my Files app over here, and if I want to save this track without saving it to the media bay, I can hit clipboard, right? I can go over here, hit clipboard, and I can copy it if I want. I can do all that stuff. Or I can just hold down on the clipboard and then drag this over into AudioShare. And look, it just saved it straight into AudioShare in the Files app. Are you fucking shitting me? You may say small things amuse small minds. I don't give a shit, man. That is sick. I don't even have to export it. Whatever I make here, I can just grab it, hold down on the clipboard, and just drag it wherever I want it. So what else can I do with that? If I close this out, make that smaller, create a new track. So we'll just create a new track. We'll look for a neon over here. And if I open this, check this out. I can actually go to this one, grab the clipboard and drag it into another neon. Man, the drag and drop stuff in this is fucking hoot scootin' to bootin' jootin'. It's wicked. I love this. So you can move stuff around, really fucking easy to do. Absolutely sick. I can close that out now. Let's get rid of that. Really cool. Let's go full screen. Anything else that I may have missed before we jump into clip launching? So I can crop anything I want to. So I could just take this part here and I can hit crop and it's cropped. So it crops down the side here. And again, destructive, non-destructive. So I can hit undo and it's all back. So you can bring stuff back. In your select here, you've got a select all, or you can actually even go in here and select that, hold down on select and just remove that part. So you can do that as well. So you can remove selections as well, which is cool. In your clipboard, you've got copy, paste, duplicate. You can merge stuff together. You can use this I'm not sure about that. I can't speak for Cubase's. I know GarageBand you can't drag and drop, but yeah, you can't definitely. So look, I'm sure if you're able, because it's dragging between two versions of this, so it should work. I'm probably running out of time to be able to do that. Also here, let's look at this track. You can add a fade anytime you want. So if I select this, I'll just make sure. So you can select all at any time. If I just want to select this part here, you can add a fade. Yeah, so there you go. You can do it in Koala. So I'm assuming you can do it in something like Cubase. So you've got a fade selection here as well. So if I click on that, you've got a fade in and fade out. So if I hit fade out, boom, done. There's your little fade out added. If I hit play. We'll get to clip launching in 1 second. So one more thing I'll show you is, let's clear this. If you didn't see my show the other day on Kajita, let's open up that project that I had open, which was, I think it was this one. Let's just open this one. It doesn't matter. This isn't the right one. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one will do. So I've got all these hammerhead tracks split up, yeah. And you'll see on the last track here, I've got neon set. So it's all synced up, ready to go. So I can actually record this at the end of a chain. So if you notice, let's just quickly show you what I've got going on here. So I've got hammerhead as the main track, and then I've split hammerhead across 8 tracks. So each piece of the kit is split across 8 tracks. So I can control each part of the kit. And down here, I've selected all of these in the mix bus to go to mix bus A. So every one of these tracks goes to mix bus A, and the final track here up the top is set to receive from mix bus A. So everything is going into this final track. I've got neon on the end of here, so I can record straight in. So if I hit record now, hit record, it's armed to go, and as soon as I hit play, we're recording, and I can start bringing stuff in. And as you can see in real time, this is recording. So essentially, we have turned AUM into a fucking door, finally. And I hit stop. And now there's my track. I can now take this if I want. Over here, I can bring in audio share. I can hit clipboard. And I can drag this into audio share and hit play. And there it is. Fucking done, man. Is this crazy or what? I love this app. I think this app is absolutely boomtown. Boom. All right, let's go into clip launching. Let's do this. See if I can remember how to do it. Clip launching. I'm going to open 3 tracks. Actually, I'll open 4 tracks here. Now, I want to open up neon as a source. So I need 4 sources. I could have just done this. I should have just done this, but we'll do it as individuals. So let's go in and add 4 of them. Now, if you remember at the start of the show, I said, when you open neon as a source, you can't record in it. It's only a player. And you'll notice up here, next to it, there's this little launch button. So this is the clip launcher. So, and to actually access that, what I had to do was, you click in here, you click the little section here, click launch, and turn on this down here. See, if I turn that off, the little dot disappears. Notice that? So this is how you turn on the clip launcher. So that's ready to go. So I have a clip launch ready for all of these. Cool, yeah? So what I'm going to do now is go into each one of them, and I'm going to grab these drums that I set. So I'm going to import drum 1, load. Let's go into the second one and go to the media bay, drums. We'll grab drum 2 and load. We'll go into the third one and show files, drums, and grab track 3 and load. So now we have these clips all ready to launch. Now you can go into each one and you can actually zoom in and out. If you hold down loop, this will keep them looping, or you can turn off loop and they'll be single shots, yeah? So this is the drums we have. So we want to sync them up. I think that's right. I've got to make sure. Got to make sure. I can't remember if you have to actually have. No, I think you got to have sync off. Fuck. Let's check if I'm right. Yeah. So you keep sync off. Right. So make sure you don't have it synced up. You don't need it synced up at all. Right. So now I've turned on the transport and it's playing. Yeah. So you can see it's playing up here. So now if I click this, it's going to come in. If I click the next one, click this one, so you see what's going on there. I'm launching each of these to play where I want. So if get this running, I can click this. Next one. Oh, I missed it. I was a bit late. Let's go over to this final one and add in something poxy that I made yesterday. So you can laugh at me if you want. I think I made this weird little keyboard thing with Waverly. So we'll load this in here. And in Waverly, we'll set this to loop. So this will continuously play. Now, here's the fun stuff. In Neon, you can actually set a trigger. So go over to my keyboard here. So I've got my Arturia here. If we go over here to the menu, hold down. Oops, didn't want to do that. Actually, go into settings here. So see that? I forgot to show you that too. Overview is turned off, I think, by default. If you, in settings, if you turn off overview, you get rid of this little overview of the thing. So there's that. I like having the overview on. All right. So now if I go into the menu, you will see launch options. And when I click on this, you're given launch key. So you can decide which key on your keyboard you actually want to launch each section. You got a launch channel. You can decide what it does. So if you choose gate, it will keep playing as long as you're holding down the key. If you choose toggle, pressing the key toggles it on and off. All right. So we'll leave it on toggle just for now. We'll go back in here to launch options. And what I'm going to do, this one's set to C3. All right, so that's C3. And I'm going to have to go into my, to each one of them and turn on my Arturia. So my Arturia keyboard's connected. So now, if I hold down C3, am I doing it right? Where am I? Oh, I'm not on C3. There we go. And I can toggle it on and off. So you can see the little light coming on when I toggle it. Good stuff, yeah? So you can choose to gate when you're holding down the key. So let's go into each of these and set these up. So we'll turn on the keyboard for each of them. So we've got my Arturia on all of them. And now we want to go in and change the actual key, so that we're triggering these on. So where are we? Let me just close this one out. Launch options, go into the key, and I want to change it to D3. So I want to change it to the next key. I'm going to go into this now, menu, launch options. So I'm going to change it to the next key, which is E. And that's now set. And we'll go into this one. And we'll change this to an F. So now I have all 4 of these keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, all controlling these clips. So this one, the final one is this. And you'll notice I set it to loop. So that's just going to keep going. So now I can bring in these drums. And you can see, I'm just clicking the keys between and they're changing. Changing between the drum beats. Pretty ace, yeah? So you've got clip launching with this as well. So you can launch any clip you really want. You can put whatever you want in there. Sweet, sweet stuff. So that is a nice broad overview of the shit you can do with this. There's a whole lot more if you want, if I can play with this. How are these launches set up? The 4th one is playing throughout, but it seems the 3 drum loops are one or the other. So yeah, I'm deciding. This 4th one is set to loop. So as soon as I turn that on, right? So let's go back to my keys. just so you know. So this is the fourth one. It's set to F here. So that's why it's continually looping. I can do the same with the drums as well. I can set it to loop. I can turn off the loop on this, and once it gets to the end, it's going to stop. So then I can click. For example, I can click both the C and F together, and they'll both come in. Right? Yeah. So you've got to, you can decide if you want to make one a loop to keep going, or you can flick between drums like I'm doing. So yeah, a lot of customization, customability there. This app is fucking sick. It really is. It turns AUM into a groove box. It turns AUM into a recording a DAW. It time stretches in fucking GarageBand. Pete, are you paying attention? Sorry, I'm excited. All right. It's $8.99, folks. It's probably one of the best investments you're going to make if you're into AUM or you're into this kind of stuff. Plus, at the end of the day, it's just a really good fucking editor, right? If you've mixed down a song, you can open it up into the standalone version. You can open it up as a standalone and edit it. You've got all these editing tools. You can crop, you can zoom. I didn't even touch on the zoom. Let's quickly do that before we go. Here's this FMC track. Load it up. The zoom features down here. You've got zoom in, zoom out. So you can tap on this and zoom in. You can tap on this to zoom out. Let's go up here to the menu and turn on my settings and turn on overview. Cool. So we got our overview up there. You can zoom to selection. So if I want to just select this part of the song, and then this is cool too. Just hold down. Oops, I'm not in full screen. See, here's my finger. Just hold down on the zoom and it goes to selection. Super cool, yeah? Really, really ace. You've got zoom to fit. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can pinch, do all that kind of stuff. And you've got this bar up the top here that you can scroll across up the top to move to get to places. I said as you can crop. You've got all these operations. If I want to insert silence in here, I want to insert space, I can just hit this, insert space. I want to add 5 seconds of absolutely nothing in the middle of this song, which I just did. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is at the start of the song. So you set your marker wherever you want. So I want to put the marker here. Let's put the marker there. For no reason whatsoever, I want to insert some silence. I'll put 5 seconds. Right there, look at that. So you can really mess with shit. It's a beautiful editor. And the undo button works really good. Get rid of all this shit. You've got, you can reverse stuff. Boom, hit reverse, it's now reversed. Let's hit play. We can undo that. You've got normalization, convert to mono. Look at that, bang, we're in mono. Want to undo it? Hit undo. You're back to stereo. Fucking sick, man. This is a killer app. And I didn't even cover this stuff up here. So you can set up your MIDI up here. We'll just quickly cover that. We've got web transferring as well. So you can web transfer to transfer files, to select a file that you want to transfer. So, and the other last thing too, before I do go, in your media pool, you have two sections. So you've got an exported files and audio pool. And in the exported files, this is where you can actually have like MP3s and stuff like that. Every time you import something into the audio pool, if it's an MP3 or an M4A, it auto converts it into a wave for you. Auto converts it. Sickness, yeah? Alrighty. That'll be it for today. I can't say anything more. I'm 100% behind this app. I think it's absolutely worth your time. Let's go out with a bit of music because I'm working on Joe and Barrie's drums today, which will be cool. I'll try and get that finished by the end of today. Plus, tomorrow I'm looking at my iRig Pro Duo. So we're looking at the iRig Pro Duo tomorrow. There it is. I'll be doing a deep dive into that. I think so, Thomas. Absolutely. So join me as we look at the iRig Pro Duo. And today, let's go out with a preview of one of my FMC Songtember songs. If it's going to load. Why is it taking so long to load? GarageBand, what the fuck are you? Look at this. I've never seen GarageBand take so long to load a fucking song. I'm going to try that again. Probably because I've got a whole bunch of shit open. Let's try this again. I'm going to go out today with the demo so far of FMC. This is called Crusty Cunt. Have a great day. Do the things that make you happy. Remember, mistakes make you better, and I'll see you tomorrow. We all rise together. This is Crusty Cunt from the forthcoming FMC Songtember demo.
Gotta get to the bakery. Gotta take it for my laundry. I've gotta get some pastry. Oh yeah. Crusty cunt. Come get some crusty cunt from your mom. Crusty cunt. Come get some crusty cunt for your mom.
See you later, folks.